Hey guys, I'm Wolf the Ronin, and with me I have...
Obsidian Dragon coming at you guys here as usual.
And we're part of Infinite Duality. The Smash Direct was just a couple days ago, and after seeing Byleth, we decided to take a couple days to kind of reflect and look back on kind of our initial excitement on Byleth, but now we're kind of realizing, should we be excited or disappointed? And that's why we kind of want to ask the question, like, how do we feel about Byleth? Answer the question. There we go. That's a better way of putting it. We want to answer how we feel about Byleth's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Right. Post-hype, post-stream.
We've had a couple days
thoughts.
just to really just think about it, and so we're coming at you with our actual real thoughts. So the first thing I want to point out is this is the 8th Fire Emblem character we have in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Which outbeats Mario characters, Zelda characters, and I don't know if Pokemon. Do you know if it beats Pokemon? I don't count Pokemon Trainer being 3 separate
I'm
characters.
gonna count that as one.
Me too.
But we also have to consider for Mario, they have Piranha Plant, so I think that bumps them up to 8. So they're like tied with Fire Emblem, but it definitely outbeats Zelda. It definitely outbeats Pokemon. Because let's see, how many Pokemon do we got? We got Pikachu, Pokemon Trainer, Pichu, Lucario, Jigglypuff, Incineroar, Greninja. That's 7.
Yeah.
Am I missing one? Mewtwo. That's 8. So okay, we're tied with Pokemon.
So it's tied. Okay.
Okay.
Either way, though, it's caught up.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know about you, but I'm sick of the Fire Emblem characters.
They could have done a lot. They could have done a lot better.
I love Fire Emblem. I don't want any of you
Me
guys
too.
to get that confused. We love Fire Emblem. We love
And
the
I want to
games.
play. I want to play Three Houses too, just as much as anyone.
Exactly, but we just feel as if Byleth, for the final DLC character, felt very underwhelming to me.
Very underwhelming. Like it was a little shattering in my opinion because, okay, like maybe I think it's because it's another Fire Emblem character that we feel this way because their moveset is honestly not that bad.
No, it really
Their
isn't.
moveset looks really cool. Like I will play as them only because of their moveset, not because of they're from Fire
You
Emblem.
could have put this moveset, this kit, on literally anyone. Anyone.
The Dante fans are just. I feel sorry for them.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
What the hell is this?
Too soon.
Too soon.
And or they, if they didn't want to do Dante for whatever reason, they could have done like I said, Noctis.
Right.
He's a weapon switcher.
Exactly, because, no, Noctis would have been a good candidate for this, because, like, he switches weapons easily. But I think if they wanted a more relevant character, I think Dante would have been the better choice. And now, unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to see Dante come back, because we already have someone who is practically using his style.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see Dante because how would they change? I don't know.
How would they
I'm
make
sure
Dante
Sakurai-
unique from Byleth?
I don't know. I'm sure Sakurai would think of a way. I just think that including him now or including him later would be a little too late.
Exactly. And
So
it's just disappointing to see that we got yet another Fire Emblem character. Again, we love Fire Emblem, but this isn't a Fire Emblem game. This is Smash Brothers.
right,
Like,
and it's
and there was
like
a
I said,
trend. There was actually a trend going on with this what's it called? This fighter pack where we were getting a lot of third parties. So it led a lot of people to believe that, hey, this is the pack of the third parties. So we were kind of hoping that, the final character was going to be a hard hitter, a third party hard hitter that was really going to be like, whoa, what the hell? Why is he here?
Yeah.
But now we're like,
And
what the hell? Why
and
is he
honestly-
here? That's what we're like right
let's
now.
see. All right, hold on. Well, for me, I will say that I'm disappointed, and I am also not that disappointed at the same time. Mostly because, so here's the thing with me: if this was actually the only fighter pack that they were gonna do, and they weren't gonna come up with a second wave of fighters, and this was their big reveal, Byleth, I would have been pretty damn pissed. I would have been like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" We have a
Right.
lot of Fire Emblem characters. You guys could have easily made this fighting style and put it onto any other kind of character, that would be fitting for this, sort of a weapon fighting style. But because it's just the first wave, in my opinion, and this is my feeling, these are my thoughts. I'm not too disappointed either because we have more surprises in store and hopefully better ones than this underwhelming reveal with Byleth. And so to me, it's still a disappointment, and at the same time, it's not so much of a disappointment.
No,
You know what I
that's
mean?
fair. Like I get that. That's fair. Now for me, at first I was excited because I'm like, oh, Byleth, another Fire Emblem character. Whoopee! But then I saw the gameplay. I'm like, you know what? I can get behind this. I'm hyped. Then I took a couple days and I just really started thinking. I'm like, did we really need to put it as a Fire Emblem character? Could he have done something a little more creative? I think he could have done something a little more creative. Again, I'm not too upset because I am gonna play Byleth. She looks really fun. I like the playstyle, so I'm probably gonna give her a shot.
Yeah, same here.
But then that kind of comes up with another question because the main masses is pissed off. Like, they are not happy.
And I don't blame them, honestly.
I don't blame them either. I think you just answered my question is, do you think their anger or their disappointment is misplaced? Given that we're getting another fighter pack next year.
All right. Well, now that you mentioned, like you said, because we're getting another fighter pack after this wave, I feel like they shouldn't be too angry. They and I feel like it's weird. I'm very conflicted because I can see and I can understand why people are heated about this, and I can't blame them. I honestly can't because it was just such a huge disappointment, man.
Something I've been seeing pop up a lot is...
No, I don't blame them.
One thing I've been seeing that pops up a lot is just the fact that the execution of this reveal was handled very poorly.
Yeah, like the animation was great and everything, like the short and all that stuff. It was cool.
But
it's just that,
I think that, like, it was slow, though. You know what I mean? Like, the animation, I didn't feel too invested into it. And I know it's a Smash trailer and a reveal, I get it. I'm not supposed to get super invested into it. But I felt like the animation part just kind of dragged a little bit.
Yeah, it did, because it had two parters. It had the parter with the male Byleth and then the female Byleth, and it was practically, like, kind of the same thing, except they could have easily just introduced both at the same time, because all they did with the female Byleth was, introduce the weapons that you're able to do, or that you're able to use with the character after, male Byleth got his ass handed to.
I think they could have handled the reveal a little better.
I think this reveal was the longest one out of the previous ones that we've got.
Or at least it felt that way anyway.
It felt that way, yeah. And either way, though, I don't think that's really the main point. I think the main point it's the how people feel about this whole thing, and like I said, I don't blame them. I really don't.
I don't either. But I am looking forward to Byleth, though, because I think their playstyle is definitely going to be unique. I think Banjo would have had the better slot as the last character for this fighter pack, simply because so many people were requesting him. He was a fan favorite, and he sort of came out of left field. Sort of. I say sort of because he has very huge existence on the Nintendo platform. It was just the fact that he was owned by Microsoft.
Right, and I was gonna say, he is technically now the first Microsoft character in Smash, so, it's kind of a big deal.
Exactly, so that would have really hit hard to be the final character, and then we could have slid Byleth somewhere in between Terry and Hero. So, and then I would have finished off with Banjo, because Banjo is such a hard hitter that it would have really... It would have been a nice close to the hype that was Fighter Pack 1.
It's like, this is going to sting for a while for people, because this was the final character of that pack.
Yeah, and I think just the timing was bad. I think Sakura should have taken a little more care in realizing that, my fans don't really like having too many Fire Emblem characters. And yes, even though It's his game, and he has every right. He probably should have... Placement at that point, it had to matter.
Yeah, or at least taking into consideration.
Yeah. And, like, personally, I'm not one that's gonna go out there, go to the trip, like, oh, this is so stupid. I wasted my money. No, I feel like we got so much good content out of the Fighter Pass. Even though I personally don't use a lot of the characters, I still feel like my money was well used.
Right, and speaking of that, are you gonna drop like 20? I think it's $25 for the second.
Oh,
pass
hell yeah! Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
will. Yeah. Cause
even if you don't know what's to come.
yeah, no, that's part of the fun with it. The mystery is the fun, in my opinion.
Right.
It's part of the fun,
Right.
and the mystery of figuring out who the next character is going to be is part of the fun of Smash. Because honestly, when you really look at the grand scheme of things, anyone can work for Smash.
Yeah.
Anyone, like no one is off limits. So,
Right.
so you hear me, Daddy Sakurai? I want my Kratos. I want my Papa Kratos, damn it! I want Kratos! No, it's not gonna happen.
Dad of the year.
Yeah, but no. All joking aside, anyone can work with Smash, so that's probably the most fun part about some of these releases, and just looking at some of these character reveals is like the hype of like, oh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And then the reveal. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Because no other fighter does it the way Smash does.
Exactly. I will be really mad and upset though if in the second Fighter Pack we get another Fire Emblem character. That's when I'll get a little mad.
I'm gonna be optimistic and maybe possibly naive here, and I'm gonna say he would not do that again.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say like, oh, my money was wasted, but I am gonna be a little more disappointed than I am right now.
Right, like it's gonna be for shame. So fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah, exactly. But
although he did say he's like he's like, if you guys trust me, you guys can buy it. So he's technically not really fooling us. He's just keeping it from us. But either way, though, the idea is just, I just thought of that, and I would be so done. I'd be like, man, that's whack. No, I'm done with that shit.
Right.
And I doubt that he would put in a second Fire Emblem for the second pass. So considering, if they come up with a new game, I would be a little scared though. Like if they came up with a new Fire Emblem game in these coming years, I would be a little scared. I'd be like, oh shit, no, this character might be included in the past. Right. So now I'm gonna prepare my ass.
No, then add insult to injury, the final 6th bonus character is gonna be another Fire Emblem character. That's when I flip a table.
Yeah, right. That's where we do a secret technique coffee table flip.
Right? Maximum coffee table flip.
Exactly. What seemed like a joke back then became a reality to so many people.
Exactly.
And that was the hypest thing. And imagine just having to end the final character in that way with this first pack. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
A character that no one would have saw coming at all. That would have been crazy.
That's why I went a little over the top with my list. If you want to guys go check out our anticipated list, it's going to be in our channel. So go ahead and check those out.
Right.
Again, another shameless plug. We're trying.
We're trying. We gotta get our name somehow out there.
Exactly. But yeah, that's why I went a little over the top with some of my picks. Like, I know Geralt has no chance, but how cool would it be if he did?
Oh, you never know.
It's clear Byleth is here and he's here to stay. So we can't do anything about that. Now, if we were in control of the situation, and a Fire Emblem was really needed to be represented, was Byleth the answer out of all the characters we could have chosen from?
I would have preferred the blonde axe chick from Three Houses at least.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree, because again, I don't care about swords. We have plenty of swords, that's fine. I'm a swordsman myself, so I'm obviously gonna like the swords. But I do think people who aren't so keen to swords might want another weapon to choose from, whether it be a staff. We have no staff users. Or an axe. We definitely don't have any axe users. I'm not counting Belmont. Belmont doesn't count.
Right, he just tosses a little miniature axe that's like been cut from the hilt
But
or something.
if I was in control of the roster, I would have swapped Ike out with someone that uses an axe, like maybe an axe user from his game. I would have replaced Roy with Crom and given Crom a not Ike recovery, given him a better recovery. And then I would have made Byleth into like a spear user. Or like some spear user from one of the games. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about. We're not upset at Byleth for being in Smash. We're just disappointed that it's yet another Fire Emblem character when there are a couple more options they could have done.
Right, and honestly, Byleth looks like another waifu, at least to me, especially with that palette color number 6.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm going to be using, by the way.
And if people are super fans and really like this, we're not shaming them. We don't want to shame them. We're just voicing our opinions and why we are disappointed.
Right.
So if you're with us, good for you. If you disagree with us, we would like to know your opinions in the comments.
Right.
So
please be respectful, though.
Yeah, so that we can have a nice civilized discussion here.
Yes, because it is not 1884 no more.
Apparently. I didn't get that memo.
I even get that memo? No. Why?
I don't think the pigeon died with you.
Oh, well, I guess it's still the Wild West. Time to be uncivilized.
Right?
Go crazy.
I don't know where we were going with this, but...
I don't know.
But thank you guys so much for watching. If you do have a different opinion, please be sure to leave that comment, because we will get back to you. We want to have that discussion with you. So just, like you said, be respectful. Other than that, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're going to be doing a lot more Smash content and whatever projects we have coming up, so stay tuned to that. Be sure to subscribe to our personal channels. You can find me at Wulf the Ronin. And then
find yours truly at Obsidian Dragon.
We'll leave links for all this good stuff in the description below. And we're also going to leave a link to our Twitch channel. I do streams every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so you can look out for those. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Alright, take care, guys.